just about game time as we're settled into Tampa's Raymond James Stadium. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy of that end zone. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Panthers, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Dowdle has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Young. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Carolina.
On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
He shovels this one forward. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Here's the give to Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
37-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Emeka Egbuka, the intended target. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
On the counter, Dowdle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, Young. Over the middle, he's got McMillan. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panthers first down. A gain of 14.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
The inside give to Dowdle. Has some daylight through the 40. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Young on the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Tyrone McMillan he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on first. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Hubbard. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
A motion at tight end left. 3rd and long for him here. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald, and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Fitzgerald sends this through, and special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. The Panthers have taken the early lead. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. To the left side, Sanders has it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Rush coming for Young. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Punt meets him at the 28. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. New set of downs for him from the 31. Irving on the counter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Right back to Irving now. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. Let's see what he can do on the return. Dancing past him. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. Cameron Johnson back deep to receive this one for the Bucs. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's complete, Mike Evans. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
1st down, here's Baker. Brought in left side by Godwin. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Irving on the inside give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Baker to throw. It's a big strike downfield to Agbuka. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 26. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Baker now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Irving has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back for their first points of this game. Mike Evans with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game.
Buccaneers 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panthers set to take the field.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's the give to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and
So it's going to be second down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this third down. To the air on third and long. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead.
Go, take it to the house. To the yard. To the crew.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Throwing again is Baker. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Motion man sent left. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
10 yards.
And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Keep it going, take it to us.
Baker throwing again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it sets up second down.
Second and 10.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Mayfield to throw again. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers Panthers take a 4-point
Next
lead.
to score, Buccaneers 14, Panthers 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Hubbard with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Young. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 7.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Hits his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. To the air, yet again. Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Young again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, here's Baker. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Baker out of the pistol. Evans brings in the slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Scott Evans once again. And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Caden. Don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. And mention the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Hubbard with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Run with Dowdle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Tremble with the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He's got it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, that expected defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Emeka Egbuka, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, and you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And the stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
A gain of 12.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's Dowdle again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Tucker now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now from the gun. He just keeps finding Evans. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Baker now off the play fake. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Catch made left side by Amuka. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamel D makes the play. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers lead by 15 now.
Buccaneers 28, Panthers 13.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. And that last pick six might just be the nail in the coffin of their hopes in this one, Brock, as that lead now stretches to 2 possessions.
Well, we get to see now how these guys react to this kind of adversity. Do they shake it off and be aggressive? Because we know they've got to score and score quickly.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Down on the ground. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Young has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or mid tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So now here's 3rd and 5. On the counter, Dowdle. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Lucky Irving, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion left. He shovels this one forward. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Right side hauled in by Godwin. And this is going to be downhill. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Sending a tight end in motion left. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Irving here from the gun. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Irving trying to run for the first. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Hubbard with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work.
Todd Bowles did not like what he saw, and he's thrown the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They gave it another look after Todd Bowles' challenge, but the call's going to stand. We've set it down from 37. To the air on first down, Young. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Young looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Tedderall McMillan that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. New set of downs from the 37. Irving on the counter. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers, well, they can probably just run away and hide. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, this is ETN. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Big catch made, and he got both feet in.
6 yards.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run Between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw, did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Young on 1st and 10. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set to go now from the 35. Again, it's Young. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
To the air, yet again, Young. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young again. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun snap now to Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.